Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to share something with you guys that I feel is actually pretty relatable as to why I'm going to the gym and why I started going to the gym. And basically, I don't know exactly how long I've been going to the gym for. I've been going to the gym for a couple years, like 4, maybe 5 years. But even when I was younger, I've always liked that mindset of going to the gym, keeping a healthy lifestyle, that sort of, I guess, mindset, but when I started going to the gym, especially for like the first year, or actually not even that long, the first like month or two, when I started going to the gym, yeah, it was pretty much just like almost everybody. It was just like out of spite, like motivation, like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym, get a healthy, a healthy lifestyle, a healthy mindset, build my body, be all fit and all that. It was that first motivation of like that first month. And after that, it was kind of like, after like the third month, maybe like the fourth month, not even that long, but like the third month, I was like, why am I going to the gym, Like to myself, subconsciously and consciously, I was like, why am I going to the gym? Like, what's the whole reason of this? And it was because I had started my sport of arm wrestling, that I wanted to like not just build like just my arms for arm wrestling, By the way, nice arm wrestling jacket. Shout out to Greg Brown. But it was because I wanted to also like build like the rest of my body, so I could stay sort of equal all throughout my body. And then afterwards, it was just like kind of like going to the gym, I was still doing my arm wrestling, but I was like going to the gym, and I was like, it just kept in the back of my head for like that year, like that year that I was going to the gym. I was like every once in, like every week, kind of like every week, every like 2 weeks, it would pop up in my head and be like, why am I going to the gym? Like, what's the whole reason of this? And after like the year ended of my of me going to the gym like consistently, and like that second year started up, like towards like year and a half into my fitness career, into my gym journey, if you will. My brother asked me, and he asked me, he's like, why do you go to the gym? And I was like, what? Like, I felt offended, not because of him or the question or the comment, but I felt offended because it was something that was already in the back of my head. But I was like, what do you mean go to the gym? It was just like that sort of egoistic thing that I was like, I didn't know how to respond, because I didn't know at the moment. And I was like, what? It was just like, kind of brush it away, And then he was just like, okay, whatever, go to the gym, do whatever. After like a month of that question, it like kind of popped to my head, and I was like, why do I go to the gym? Like, what's the whole reason of this? And I had noticed, like, through that first year of my gym journey, I had built a habit for myself. I had built like I guess if you will, a healthy lifestyle. I started actually eating better, and it wasn't affecting just like in the gym, so I wasn't just like in the gym, but it also affected like my outside life outside the gym, and it was just something that I didn't realize, but it had like pretty much built a like good personal habit that I had with me, and I brought it with me everywhere else I went. And after like my second year, then it was like, okay, I know why I'm doing this. Sorry guys, I'm holding you guys with my hand. But anyways, I was like, after like that second year, I was like, okay, I know why I'm doing this. I'm building a habit. Sure, it may seem like selfish in a way, where it's just doing something for you yourself. But then again, it's like you're building a habit for you, so you can become better, pretty much become better, get a healthier lifestyle. So then from you can expand that, I guess, knowledge, and you can expand it out to everybody else, to even if it's just to one singular person or to a small group or to whatever, but it's like that's what I was like, that's why I'm actually going to the gym. And earlier this year, actually like a couple months ago, it came back to my head because some stuff went, on in my life, good old life. And it came back to my head. It's like, why do I still go to the gym? It's like, well, I've always wanted to do YouTube videos, or just in general, like content creation. I was like, well, I know why I'm pretty much still going to the gym and still pursuing it, and I know why I started it. Now that I actually have a better conscience and better thoughts about this whole gym journey stuff, that we all have taken. If you guys watch this and you guys go to the gym, or if you guys are thinking about going to the gym, it built a habit of, staying consistent to myself, staying disciplined to myself, keeping myself a check and accountable of making sure that I went at least 5 times a week. That I at least went 5 times a week, and just kept, pushing myself, even when I hit plateaus in the gym, even when I hit plateaus for like a good month, still going in there, still knowing that I went, and I still went for that day, still found the time to push myself, keep going, keep staying consistent, keep staying disciplined to myself. And now that I have my fiance, now that I have a good structured mind, a good mindset, I'm not able to, share that with her, with my friends, with other people that I meet outside of just the gym, and not just like going to like saying like go to the gym, like that, but like I guess if you will, have built a disciplined mindset and a more matured lifestyle, if you will, a better lifestyle, one that is actually I really enjoy, I really love doing, and it's really helped me a lot in that way, honestly. I could still go yapping up about this. I really enjoy it, so I'll probably leave it there. Anyway, guys, I'm trying to reach 5,000 by the end of this year on YouTube. So if you guys want to help, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that watch this video, and that engage it in any way. I really appreciate it, honestly. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.